there, Dr. Dennis, Bluegrass Ukulele. You might be able to recognize that song, which is Foggy Mountain Breakdown by Earl Scruggs. It was in the soundtrack of Bonnie and Clyde a number of years ago, and it's been probably one of the most popular and oft-played bluegrass pieces on five-string banjo. We're trying to talk a little bit here about a unique instrument, the descendant of the taro patch fiddle from the Hawaiian Islands, and it's evolved into an 8-string ukulele. The first string, one nearest the floor, is in slack key tuning, tuned to G instead of A. The next set of strings, the number 2, are E. Then the third string is C, and fourth string reduplicates with a G an octave lower than the first. So I'm not going to try and give you all of Foggy Mountain Breakdown in great detail. I'm going to show you a few techniques, and I'm going to do something a little bit unorthodox. I want to tell you about a friend of mine who took from me banjolele, which for all practical purposes is an ukulele. We tuned it, the little, banjo body, ukulele neck, we tuned it to slack key tuning like we've talked about here in the lessons we've had together. And he learned how to play all kinds of different songs on the banjolele. I work in a music store. I teach 5-string banjo, and I also teach banjolele and ukulele as well. I heard someone playing 5-string banjo out in the main area outside my door of my studio, and I thought, who in the world is doing that? That sounds pretty good. And I stuck my head out, and it was my student who was playing what he'd learned on a banjolele on the 5-string banjo. So here's what I'm going to tell you. It's going to be a little unusual. If you know how to read ukulele tablature, which is emphasizing the number of the string, counted from the bottom up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the number of the frets, starting down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can read that kind of stuff. I encourage you to go online, look up Foggy Mountain Breakdown for 5-string banjo, and then feed it out, keep it in front of you, and try to imitate the finger patterns that you see going on inside that tablature. The standard question everybody asks, wait a minute, the ukulele has 4 strings, and you're looking at something that has tablature with a 5th string. Do what you can to treat the first 4 strings that you see being played on a 5-string banjo as identical in shape to what you have. And don't worry about the fact that a 5th string from time to time will be brought in. More often than not, it's never fretted. Sometimes it might be, but not very often. And so go ahead and imitate, and maybe you'll do like my student did in reverse, where you're going to learn how to play this song by looking at 5-string banjo tablature. Let's talk now about playing by ear with me. This is the Foggy Mountain lick or pattern that Earl Scruggs emphasized. If I'm playing with my middle finger on the 3rd string, 2nd string, 3rd fret, and I'm doing a forward roll, it's syncopated. You hear that? Watch me. Slow it down, watch me, and practice that over and over again. Scruggs does a hammer-on while doing this. Look at my left hand. Got it? So fast. Okay, that's how it starts. Then you do a pull-off on the 3rd string from the 3rd fret with your ring finger, and you hold down your index on the 2nd fret, same string, and then release it. Now, one other thing that will help you. We're not going to worry about the fact that this is an E minor on a 5-string banjo. And in ukulele, it becomes an A minor. That's the way it is. A, B, C, D, E. It's 5 steps away. The shapes are almost identical, but the notes are being played differently. Don't worry about it. Tab will save the day. Just take a look at tab. I am playing a slack key, A minor. Notice the 4th string and the 2nd string have to do the very same thing together. Watch this. I sound the 4th string with my thumb, and then I slide that chord up. And then I do a reverse roll. 1, 2, 3, 1. One more time. See that? Do a forward reverse roll at that time. Just slow down. 3, 2, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. Then wide open. Repeat. And then we won't get into this lick, but it's a classic G lick on the banjo, and this instrument it's a classic C lick. Then we do the hammer on the classic like we started with. And then we do that pull off. Now, I know this has been very challenging. It might be over the head of a lot of people, but I would encourage you to get a copy in the key of G, 5-string banjo, down the neck, not up the neck, playing up here, down the neck, Foggy Mountain Breakdown, and see if you can imitate some of the shapes while you're playing it on your ukulele. And I think you're going to have a good time of exploration. So we'll see you next time.